Hey guys, what's up? I'm Joe, and this is a Bradford Fence. All right, so we're here today in Conway on site at a job that we just finished up yesterday. This is new construction, so we had a blank canvas here. So I was going to walk through what they chose with this cedar privacy, some metal gates, and some metal fence back here. But specifically wanted to talk through why they chose some of these options. They have some pretty cool options here, and why you may consider some of the same. All right, so let's take a look at the privacy fence specifically and why you would ever consider some of these options that they went with. The cedar pickets and the metal posts specifically, both are great options for longevity and quality over the years. The cedar is obviously still a natural product, so there are going to be slight variations with grain patterns, knots, things like that, but the cedar performs better than the pine in the fact that it has less moisture content, so it's not going to dry as much and warp as much. It's also not going to have as much shrinking, so you're going to get less shrinking, better privacy with the cedar, and then just a longer lifespan when you're comparing it to the pine. So those are the main two benefits, or I guess three: less shrinkage, less gaps, less warping and bowing, which is probably the biggest one, and then also just the longevity and lifespan of it. So that's why they decided to go with cedar pickets here. And then on the metal post, we can take a look at the back side, but the metal is compared to a traditional 4x4 wood post, it's never going to warp or bow. If you've ever looked at a fence that started out straight, but because of the post, it's going this way and all wavy, a lot of times is due to the post warping and bowing. So with these metal posts, they're going to stay straight and stay true and keep a good straight fence line over the years. And then also they're just rock solid. We've set them in concrete, and they're not going to deteriorate or rot like wood potentially could. So even over a long period of time, if for some reason this wood wore out, you could still utilize those same posts and replace a section or upgrade the actual fencing without having to start all the way over from scratch and redo posts and everything. All right, so we also got these great steel gates. They are light and manageable. It's not something you're gonna fight against or is gonna sag and deteriorate over time. They're also on a metal post just like the rest of the fence, so that again, it's solid, secure, not gonna warp, not gonna go anywhere. So as you come in here, you can see the privacy that the fence on the sides provides, yet the openness of this lot with the metal fence in the back. One of the concerns sometimes with the metal post is whether there's going to be a visible metal post or structure that's going to take away or contrast from the wood fence. So the nice thing about this is you can see from the back side, this is the post side, that all of those posts are covered with a picket, so they integrate and kind of camouflage with the fence. So even though you got the benefit of the metal, all you see here is the actual wood finish, so it doesn't take away from the aesthetic of it. Then, as we already mentioned, these gates we designed to also be on a metal post, so that everything that's in the ground is metal, and again, is not going to warp or wear out. This construction, it's fully welded, it's lightweight, so it's not going to settle and sag over time. It's something that you got to fight with as you're opening and closing and then having to maintain. So the big thing is here, once these are in place, very, very low maintenance, and something that's going to function and serve its purpose for the years to come. All right, so that's everything about this fence, but let's talk about why you would want to consider some or all of these options that they did here. One point would be the aesthetic. So the aesthetic of the cedar is nice, but also, as we talked, the aesthetic of straight lines and a true fence over the years. It's not going to be warped and bowed and all wavy. So this is going to provide a lot better chance to have straighter lines and a clean looking fence even years to come. The other part would be privacy. with the cedar, less shrinkage and less gaps. The third would be the longevity and low maintenance part of it. One, you're not going to be fighting with maintaining your gates, wrestling those, and then the cedar and the metal post are going to give you years extra on the life of this fence with little maintenance along with that. All right, so just to recap, the reasons why you may choose a fence like this would be 1, the aesthetic, 2, the privacy, and 3, the longevity. Hopefully that helps when you're looking at fence options for yourself and gives you information that'll help you make a better choice for your home and your family. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this fence project. I hope you found that helpful. Make sure to like this video, it helps us out a ton, and subscribe to the channel for more fences just like this.